It never requires effort to focus on something that we actually care about. It only requires effort to focus on something that we don't actually care about. And that's a Wallace Wattles quote. I inserted the word focus to have my own little spin on it. I forgot what he said, but it's from The Science of Getting Rich. And this is such a wonderful thing to recognize. And this is essentially enlightenment and alignment and the art of allowing and Zen and the joy of being and just all understanding. So everything is just naturally for us. That's also from The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, which was written well over 100 years ago. And it's right in alignment with all of the Abraham Hicks teachings. I like to update some of the language from gratitude to appreciation as Abraham instructs us, or not instructs, but clarifies. And that's another really interesting thing right there, is the difference between appreciation and gratitude, because we can use them interchangeably and they essentially can mean the same thing. And so it's not about the specific words, because everything's vibration. So we can all use words however we want, depending on how we feel when we use them. But like the difference between the understanding of the power of gratitude versus the power of appreciation, that's like a whole another infinite level of understanding. Whereas Abraham points out, when we use the word gratitude, it's often we're thinking about like what we've overcome, and then therefore there's some of that still being active in our vibration. But with appreciation, that's actually a different thing entirely in my mind, because it puts it into an active state where we're literally only focused on something pure positive. So we no longer have the vibration active of what we're thankful for having overcome or whatnot. And so we never have to apply effort to think about something we actually care about. It's only the things we don't actually care about that we have to make ourselves think about. And so our emotional guidance is leading us to everything we want. So much of various cultures throughout the planet, the culture I was raised in and the specific circumstances I was raised in, and just like going to a public school system or anything like that, any type of mainstream, conditioning, for lack of a better word, we just sort of get trained away from that, and we don't even have to look at that as a negative thing. Like, that's all part of the game. We obviously knew that we were going to be participating in that experience when we chose to be born. But just recognizing that all we have to do is unlearn the things that we learned that weren't in alignment with infinite intelligence. We can just return to the original state of innocence, of youth and being an actual child, but retaining the wisdom and empowerment of a legal, autonomous, sovereign adult. So breath awareness is a great way for us to access this and tie everything that we're talking about here together, because when we just focus on our breathing, it allows resistance to release naturally and our vibration to rise. And we can feel lightness and pure positive energy, and we can trust that when we're feeling this pure positive energy, that what comes through is directly from source. It's coming through us in direct response to our call of desire. So like what I'm actually doing right now, like when I speak for Pure Positive Fun, or Pure Positive Consciousness streaming in real time, because it just feels so good, I'm deliberately doing that, just quieting my mind. And me as John, I'm expressing this coherent whole vibrational understanding, which I can feel is just source. And so we all have access to this. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. I am now accepting artist contributions and support for Pure Positive Fun through Cash App at #PurePositiveFun and through Venmo at John Steiger. So all the info's on my website. I'm really just doing this because I love it so much. So I would never want anybody to feel as if there's an obligation. It's literally just if you are so vibrationally full and lit up emotionally and it just feels so good, then your contribution would go towards supporting this information reaching all who are attracting it. So if I can have a model where I'm mostly just putting everything out completely free, that would be ideal for me. So thank you. Have a wonderful now, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.